Hi everyone, we are back once more with the last chapter of Finish Right, Ace Attorney. And hopefully we'll finish this today. It's a really, it's a chill game, but yeah, after playing it for a while, it's just not my style. So yeah, let's see what's going to be revealed this last chapter. Ah yes, so she was forging evidence. What happened to you, Emma? On the night the prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered in Joe Dark, he tried to kill me. What? Why? He was only trying to save me. No. 2 years ago, it was right about this time of the year too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. So he was looking for the sister. Oh, it seemed like he was running for someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Lightning struck. Lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. Okay. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. That must be why Lana, she made up the crime. And I wanted a guilty verdict so badly. Yeah, it makes sense he didn't know about it. I could have known. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Apparently he passed out. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. It wouldn't come out. I mean, she was a girl. It was 2 years ago, so she was probably 14? Yeah. Hmm. There's no mystery there. Had been taken for questioning that day. Taken in, okay. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. The detective office and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. She was, 2 years ago, Lena was a detective. She was after the case, she was transferred to prosecutor's office. Yeah. I need to talk to her again. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type. I also don't mind playing phone, why should we? Yeah, I suppose you have the right to know. Please, tell me. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. She sold her soul. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I was a detective was to gain experience? That was the sole reason? Gunn's help in the SL9 case was crucial for its resolution. After that, he began chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Two years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. And I share the same office and same investigations. Even okay. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. The first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Damon Gann and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. He waited until Gann and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office. Yeah. It appears so... I saw 3 bodies on the floor. I mean, one was in... What the hell is this scene? Is Marshall the one on top? What? What the hell is going on? Yeah. Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Was incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. I panicked. I mean, yeah, she found Emma like that. I placed Dark under immediate arrest. I mean, yeah, it wasn't by chance, of course. It has to be related. So, I should go talk to Ganther. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can go from here. I hate that I can't go directly from place to place. I have to go through somewhere else. Howdy, Bambina. Marshall. ¿Qué será? But cactus? Prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a vulture appearance. I will be coming back. God. Yeah. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Something was fishy about the trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either, all the detectives thought so. Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. That was Joe Dark's, alright, but in the initial autopsy report a question was raised. The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. It means that it's not the weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. Who's 27? No! Who's so young? That's an honor. The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day. Yeah. Wait, I just realized something. I need to check his broken. Oh wait, I can't skip it. What did I... Okay. Oh god, what have I done? But I need to check core record. Do I still have the tape? Oh no, it's the same, okay. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe it wasn't, so I had to... Maybe it had to do with the bloody stain on the locker behind it. But whatever. Never mind. Let's keep talking to this guy then. Scars. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case, we all knew that. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Taken care of? Yeah... If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. Damon Gann and Lana Sky? They demoted everyone? There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After that case ended, Lana was transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Enlightening, indeed. Oh god. He's done. He's done with everything. What the hell is this? What is this? Is like a hole in a church or something? Pipe organ. Oh my god. I think I can remember where C was. Oh, we summoned him. That's all we need to do. Just playing. Just playing with the organ. So, right, have you seen me lately? What? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lina's provocative statement. Yeah. 2 years have passed since that incident, you see. Ah, my, how time flies. That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, would still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's nothing. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Wait, they mentioned something about the picture. Yeah. It's missing the knife. Wait, where's the picture? Yeah. It's missing the blade in the middle. Then we have this one too. We have this one, and there was a blade here in the middle, which coincidentally looks like the murder weapon that case. Oh god. Yeah, they haven't mentioned what evidence it was. They just said he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Yeah, what was it? uh, it was this one, right? Doesn't matter what we're doing, please, Gumshoe, just tell us. Okay, what was it? Oh wait, dark crimes. Joe Darwin was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. He hit someone with his car. It was an accident, yeah. Transfers into an animal? What? He killed a man that witnessed the accident? A kid walking... What? What the hell? There wasn't a single shred of evidence. There were like 4 bodies and no evidence. What the hell? He killed a kid. And luckily, Dark was arrested on the spot. Yeah. Yeah. About the murder weapon? What's with the face? Why are you doing that face? His fingerprints in a chair, yeah. It's broken, yeah. So... so it would only make sense it was the murder weapon. Why does Marshall say it wasn't? We can't. Oh, wait. What are you doing here? He's always mad at something. I mean, it makes sense. He must be stressed out. I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. It's not an allegation too. Really. And you won. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to. Nothing I do can erase this back. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I may have. I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. Yeah, he's just frustrated. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's why my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. The list of evidence. It seems too short. It's only half as long as most lists? Yeah. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing in my mind at the time. So, we just saw a picture taken around the time. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? I never heard about ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning and then drove over to the police department. This odds and ends clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Yes. Yeah, Chief Gas used to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed a week ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? Okay. Oh yeah, maybe he knows about the picture. Because yeah, what the hell happened to that trophy? Oh, I remember now. What? There's a story behind this design. Okay. Contradiction. So? This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. First means a halberd, the second means shield. Yeah, of course I know about that. Of course I heard it. I'm a cultured person, you know. Long ago, in the kingdom of Shu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with two items. The first was a halberd that he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second one was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Yeah. Yeah, they contradict each other. Oh yeah, I saw this while we were talking. Just distract him. Of course he noticed. Resignation? Of course, of course. Why is he so noble? He didn't know. What do you mean you can use it on anything? It was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items routine were never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. I don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. I mean, yeah, she was in the investigative team. Yeah, they're all saying the same stuff. They forged evidence, they were a powerful duo. Elena was transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, yes. Thanks to Gan. Having solved the SL9 case, his position was as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. He could... If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. I mean, he probably had something on her. If not, why would have... Why would have she accepted? No, poor Gumshoe. He feels guilty. Oh, the background music. I can't. I'm continuing you to bail me out. What? I thought you were a ghost. She smacked him? She's laughing. God. Yeah. What? Crushed and rather unusual in pocket? What? Oh god. They're, these two are just so chaotic together. Uh, that's where I was waiting for Lana. This is entirely Chef Gant's office now. Is it really crime scene? Yeah. Come on, Gumshoe. Why? What? Of course he's a suspect. uh, let's see if we can do something with this. Yeah, it was his. It was his code. Seven. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We're missing the thing. There it is. Wait, I wanted to show it to him. I remember when the three of us, yeah. We already knew there was some blood stains on the thing. On the jar. Yeah, we need to check the panther. Uh, it's not Gans. Wait, is it? No. Similar. But it should be... Emma? What? else there's to do here? List of evidence. How about the evidence list? Normally they're twice as long. Fortunately, I'm a man who lives in science. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Oh god, she's so mean. I mean, Gumshoe is silly and everything, but it's not stupid. He won't be needing it anymore. No. Now get out. Wait, you. The one with the spiky hair. What? I like a word with B. No. She can't be alone with him. What? She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. She can't be officially questioned without her guardian. She's a minor. I see. So the chief asked them to come for questioning. I said that I was the one who stabbed. Yeah. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Forget it. I have to admit I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. You said you're incapable to. Do you think I'm protecting this person? No, I think you're afraid of him. Yeah, that makes more sense. You're addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. Yeah. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he's respectable, then told me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did, specifically hiding unfortunate evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Edgemore didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, dude, but also Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Yeah. Why are you taking their blame? It says yes or missed. I cannot disobey the chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. What the hell? Mr. Wright, you can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edwards' car. What the fuck? What the absolute... Ah! It could have been so easy to tell the police, no, it was Gan. He just called me and told me to dispose the body. Dude. again with the trials. Nana's hiding something. Yeah, no shit. Persecution is Friday, Your Honor. Well, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. Well, before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Police chief? Morning, folks. How is everyone doing? Hi, Ajay. Being back to the pool yet? That's a good one. Don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? It takes so long to start talking. Makes me nervous. Lena, that is to say the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. And then it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. What is this about? I'd just like to make one simple request. I'll be finished. Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. I confess to all charges against me. What? What is... I mean, if she's obeying to everything, anything of Gan's saying, he must have something on her, right? Like, this can't be like just because they were partners or something. In the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The defendant's claim does not change the defense plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. Oh, Mama, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution has not yet proved the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut, hmm? I hate this guy. He's so condescending. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gan. What? creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes? Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. Ooh. This sudden confession from the defendant. It's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. Kind of deal, huh? Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. To whom? To Emma Sky. I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Sky. He doesn't give a shit anymore. Oh god. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Very well, the court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gan? Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words. We don't care, please. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that though. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time. It's an incident that was resolved 2 years ago. Really that relevant? Yes, it is. Please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear. I've never saw that word before, but it makes sense. Has finally begun. Two years ago. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. In the chest? I'm pretty sure... was it Lana who said he was stabbed in the back? Okay. Can you tell us more about that? Mr. Marshall jumped in the dark, just then the lights went out. It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby. So electricity went out. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? I told the detective about what I saw then. Detective Goodman. Hear more? So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this, yes? And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw, yeah. She just said it! She drew a picture? But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony? I drew a picture of that evidence of the scene once, but it seems to have been lost. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture, and yet you would insist on denying its existence? I'm not the bad guy here. All I'm saying is that the prosecutor of that case, as the prosecutor of that case, I wasn't handed such a picture. That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Whoa! Two men appear to be wrestling here. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list? Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. Years ago, only half of the evidence in that case were ever reached to. But Miss Sky, why didn't you draw your picture on the back of such an important list? Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the question room, Your Honor. What? If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on that bag of Mr. Edgeworth's list. I mean, dude. God, how is that he never noticed? Bruh. Really? What? Will you please testify about the picture you drew 2 years ago? Yes, sir. Okay, but pretty sure something in the autopsy. In the back, yeah. It would be faster, yeah. His victim suffered a single stab wound on the back. The victim was only stabbed once. The murder weapon should not yet be broken. Yeah, it's not possible. The tip was found in the body. Objection! 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 There is another explanation. Yeah. We're holding a ceremony, yeah. Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story there is a lie. Not lying. That's true. There is another one. She did saw a broken knife, just not the one we have. The broken murder weapon. As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this world. And Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutor that day. As a reward, he was given this broken shield and knife. And when he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out his knife. And being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. His broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. That can be. Then the victim would be reversed. Yeah. We have that, and on the other side, what was it? Why Why was the trophy there if it was Lana's office? Wasn't his. I remember everything, dude. No, Dread? Yeah. Uh, the list wasn't turning half at the time I drew this picture. All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. Okay. Blue Badger. Blue Badger involved in a murder. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked. I rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that was when I saw the Blue Badger. He was in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. His shadow? What? Don't pursue this any further. What? Wait, was it Emma? Was it Emma who stopped the guy? Thinking it was the bad guy? Or something? No, that would be horrible. Okay. It doesn't look anything like that. Yeah. Turn it down? Um, Come on, this can't be that difficult. Don't tell me this. Finally. Oh my god, I knew it. It had to be her. Just say it, dude. No, it's too late. Yeah. So Gant knew about this. He knew the truth, so he blackmailed her into going to the prosecutor's office. So he wouldn't say anything. The possibility that the victim has left us a message? For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life, in one manner or another. Ugh, yeah. Some new evidence, yeah. Please stop prove my sister's a murderer. Sorry, Ken. I'm with the truth and the truth only. No matter how painful it may be, yeah. I was thinking, wait, did I misclick or something? Why is everyone talking about the blue badger? Oh god, glad it wasn't me. Yeah, it says ma in Japanese. Notice. On some of the fragments, it wasn't wiped away on some of the fragments. Did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave a message. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Precisely. Okay, I was thinking it was written in Japanese, but now it's just like that. Yeah. Poor girl, though. So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. See, Worthy, can't say I didn't warn you. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? A few years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. He wasn't really innocent, though. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. Ugh. I'm afraid that's not important. What do you mean? What do you mean it's not important? We weren't defenders of justice. We were merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. What's going on? The Gables pounding filled deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. I did not mean to. I didn't mean to get you in trouble, dude. I'm not interrupting anything, pals. I don't sure. Hmm. What is it? Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier moments. I've seen happy people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is last night of all. She asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law? Is this a book for kids? There has to be some law against stabbing knives on dead bodies, right? It's like profaning something, bodies in general. Normally this is where the prosecution calls for a witness, but this isn't easy to say. You see, there's some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have a stroke bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. Just in case. Just, you see, everyone has been talking and very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call for a further witness. Undeniable, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It was proof that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Damon Gant to stand. As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree? Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this, some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Dorothy, are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation. So, you want to play hardball, huh? My name is Damon Gann. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gann, the court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, right, what's with the green face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. Like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Son, either you're very brave or you're very foolish. You're aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Sure, take my testimony for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course, just such an action carries with it certain risks. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. He's the kind of person that would just say the worst things to your face with a just smiling and calling you the worst names ever. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, he was lipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. He was lying on the floor, unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery, but I'm afraid you can't back it up. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. I'm pretty sure you can't use evidence for a trial if you didn't find it, like, through the police or something. Are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Huh. Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. You admit it? Why would I have anything to do with that? You are the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Prosecutors aren't the only one capable of forging evidence, you know? Evidence attorneys can do so too. So that right, Wright? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dig will receive his due punishment. Dude, what? Please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and the relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My, kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. He's going to say they just don't belong to him. A jar fragment and the list? For all I know, you can have planted them in my office. Yeah. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again. God. Alright, Jin. Return. I know. That place, right? Huh? What? At the very least, there's one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this. That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. That's a good one. You really think I'm that incompetent? Even without that case, I was right in line to become the next chief. Resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway. Be careful when pointing that finger or you might end up being the one pointing at. That means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There. It's out in the open now. Would you mind if I change my testimony a little? I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Yeah, probably it was Lana who offered him the deal. Her becoming the prosecutor in order to help him out. That's a good one, Worthy. It was Lana. I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister? And as for Chip Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chip Gant. He would be able to use the chief prosecutors as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. He plays with puppets. Bro. I admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive? To appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Right to my boy, you have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. Do you have any proof of this? That it controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? I'm afraid without any proof. That is also what happened in this incident. Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Bruce Goodman. You better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. It's impossible. Nothing is impossible. Still late, Mr. Wright. The ID card list? There's no way you can prove that's my ID card number. It is your number. The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 77777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Nothing. The defense search of my office was in violation of regulation. It's true. That's true. I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Ooh, no so cool. No so cool anymore, right? What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. When you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? So, why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days? You can't. I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. No, it isn't, Your Honor. The trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gann met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What happened during the minute? Transpired. In that case, Mr. Wright, I am going to have to ask you for evidence. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filed out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it. Filed it? How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? To transfer the evidence out. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. There is no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the Chief of Police, murdered Pete Goodman. I mean, yeah, that's it. Why do you think this is all about? That's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you hadn't really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. The murder was most likely a spur. The murder was most likely spur in the moment crime, or no one in the right mind would choose a police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Also, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. How could the chief have moved the body? Oh. Yeah. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to. You mean it? But it was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgewood's car. Oh god, that's awful. Yeah. There's only one plausible explanation: to transport the body to your accomplice, Mrs. Laniska. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. She was just opening it. I believe your time's up. Sorry, Wright, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going in order to make it in time for the early bird special. What the hell? Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. You're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh or hurt me. Yeah, we have no conclusive evidence. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Wright? It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Damn it. Mrs. Lanaska indeed. Oh no, we're so close to the end. She's so nervous. I mentioned that earlier. Illegal evidence. That you cannot convict a person with illegal evidence. You purposefully and illegally concealed this piece of cloth. I did not. I may I refused to present it at one point. Low. It's not that I didn't present evidence then, it's that I couldn't. There are certain procedures involved when presented evidence. Don't listen to his lies! He's falling apart. I did my homework. Hehe. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. But at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. You see, it's written right here in this book, the second rule of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence present must be relevant to the case and trial. And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Sorry, but can you recall when was the picture presented? That was shown only a few moments ago. That's right, at the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. You, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. This is so dumb. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convinced Bruce Goodman, Detective Goodman. Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've got to help me. Ah, yeah. Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden, he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. No, he was murdered because he asked too many questions? I couldn't just pull it out. Doing so would have been only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble then, so I hurried to wipe it out. I was worrying so much about the floor I didn't realize my fatal mistake. Bloody handprint. I used to be known as a crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car? Sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I brought your trunk, but what's the big deal? What kind of dude? Oh yeah, no, I made you transport a dead body on your trunk, that's all. Why are you all so worried about? What the fuck? You make a lot more than a successor. Wait. Again. Leaving the prosecution's car aside. How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker? I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar of fragments and the glove. Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes that I committed. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. Oh, dude, no, don't compare you two. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Ah, Jay. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Ajay. Thanks for all the memories though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Wright here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. It seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Kai. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My. A high standards you have for a rookie. I can see what Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Oh. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Kai. Miss Kai! And you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. It was nothing. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, her face! Looks so pretty. It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. She looks so different now. She looks relieved. Well, this ride has gone on far too long already. I agree. Regarding the charge of murder, this glorifies the defendant, Miss Lansky. Thank you. That's all. The court is adjourned. Finally, we did it, guys! Again, interrupting as always. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. Ugh. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Thankfully, thankfully it wasn't Emma at the end. I asked Gan to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realized I was wrong. I changed after that day. I mean, could you not? I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. I was scared of how you reacted to me. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth that was deceiving you. I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. I'm happy now. Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. Oh, Emma. Oh, she looks so cute. Yay! We did it! No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is try to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find a way back to our rightful path. And it's from there that we can move on toward a brighter future. That's such a cheesy... It's such a cheesy line, but yeah. Thank you both for all you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Is that right, Edgeworth? What? He was lurking from the corner. I'm just going to say congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right, well, I'll be going now. I heard you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. Yeah. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't correct my mistakes. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. So again was Wright. I do despise criminals. I planned to dedicate my entire life to fighting them, but in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now. Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to build something like Chief Gan did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue as a prosecutor. Damon Gan and your mentor were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime, but they both made the same mistake. They said, in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. We were working together with Mr. Wright. Because of that partnership, we were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. She's right! Let's go! Oh, each had one half. Oh, he can't. What would you do? Whatever you go, just remember, you can let what happened. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. Then it's up to you. No, it seems I owe you my thanks to Wright. What I face now is my problem. I'm waiting for you in court. Farewell. Don't farewell me, dude. You better come back. He has the same little dog. And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that our lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on my new journey on my own. I'm trying to rediscover myself. But don't go drinking up just yet, Paul. Huh? There is just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Recently, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. I mean, it wasn't cheap either. Bribe? A detective? Bribing? What? You think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, Paul. Thank you, Mr. Wright, you're the best. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together? Come on, guys. What a great game. I arranged for a friend of mine, Yura, and she'll be placed to study under a top corner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days as the prosecutor's office, yeah. I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Now I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Aww. That was a nice game. Do you overlook my unauthorized investigation? If we penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. That's what they say. I've been demoted to security guard. Congrats on finishing the game. Oh, thank you. It was so many hours. So many hours of my life I put in this game. It was supposed to be 18 hours, and then there's me with, I don't know, 25? Probably more. Probably more already. Oh god. The badger! What do you have to say? No! She's in prison now. Can you see I'm having me a showdown? So I managed to sneak this on me, she's saying one of the course it seems. Of course. Looks like you did it. I made a back her smile. Ah. You seem to be the turn around. That's alright. Make sure not to eat it backwards. Oh, Maya! Nothing suits the soul like fresh, grand country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm full-fledged spirit medium. Afternoon training is about to begin. Coming! See you around. Aww. I forgot about this guy. Hmm? No. No, his resignation letter. Can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Aww. I'm a little sad, dude. If I were you, I would be sobbing. What is this? Oh, he's so cute. I love it. No. Oh god. It came to an end. Finally. Don't get me wrong, it was a good game, but too long for me. I mean, yeah. I think that's all for me when it comes to Ace Attorney. Great game, don't get me wrong, but yeah, too much for me. I spent like 25 hours to finish the first game, so yeah. I'll probably come back to it in a few years. Because this is actually the first time, the second time I played it, and and it was like 5, 6 years ago. The first time I gave it a try. You can still play the other one. Gosh, give me a break. I think. I mean, I do like visual novels a lot. So I was planning actually on playing Amnesia, not the visual novel, the one that that was made into an anime too. So yeah, I think that's all for me. That's all of me for today. So thank you everyone who stuck around for the journey of this game, and see you next time. Bye.